Hey friends, welcome back to Happy Place Planning. If you love planners, stickers, creative layouts, and turning everyday planning into your happy place, you're in the right spot. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new plan with me or creative video. So this is going to be a weekly reset session. This is the current week as I'm sitting down to film, and I've been using PLANNERKATE's kits for this daily duo, and I have been liking it. However, she came out with some new stickers in the Erin Condren colorful colorway that would match this planner. And I did pick those up for February and March. And there is a video up going over all of the new sheets. So if you're curious about what's new in the shop, you can watch that. I mean, the prints are just so pretty. So obviously I'm not going to need March today. I did pick up February, and the dates for this current week here are going to fall in January and February. So I am going to end up using some of these February stickers, and I'm also going to pull in some of the January colorway stickers. Those January stickers aren't new releases that I have. The February ones, some of them will be old, some of them will be new releases. So let's see what we have here. So I will need my February dates here. I have pulled two binders off of my shelf. These are the bold scripts, and when I started purchasing these, I was into the PLANNERKATE colorway and the Erin and the PLANNERKATE Earth. So I don't have these in the Erin Condren colorway, but the PLANNERKATE colors, you can usually find one that's a close enough match. So I am going to keep that handy. And then these are Erin Condren colorway stickers. However, they're a little bit older, so they are still available for purchase on the site. They're just not the brand new releases. And then of course my January dates. So these are sheet 8XX A22, and you could pick any color monthly. I have February and January. I'd also considered using these banner days, but I'm going for a little bit different look with the combined colorway. So I'm going to pull this up. I was just doing some like sticker testing basically. I'm going to pull this one back up real quick and put it on this sheet. And I should be able to reuse it somewhere else if I want to. Okay, so let me put down these day stickers. I'm excited to do this. I have done PLANNERKATE Rainbow Weeks where each day is like a different color, but I don't think that I've ever done, in my several years of planning, I don't think I've ever done a mixed spread as far as Erin Condren colors where you're going to mix the January and February colors in the same spread. So this is only going to have this one date for February, which is fine. I was anticipating that, obviously. And the way my mind usually works and how the vertical and hourly life planners used to be set up was, if the first is in this week, it would be behind the next tab. So in my mind, we're moving on to February, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do that for some of the stickers. One of those being this notes companion page from these new releases. Since I didn't purchase January and I'm kind of ready to move on to February, we're gonna have the February pink over here. So we will start with the washi at the top of the page over here. I'm okay with the January color showing, obviously, because I'm going to be incorporating more of that over here. And then I'll put the other washi off of this sheet on the bottom of the page. And we'll come back to this page when I'm ready to do my sections, but I do like to start my planning with looking at work appointments and other time-specific things for this side of the page. I guess I also need to probably find a washi for up here. I do also have this washi strip page, which is one of the brand newer releases, and I can just make this match and use this one so it matches this one over here. Now, what I have been doing that's been working is putting my work tasks or appointments on this right column. And I think I'll just go ahead and do that again. So we'll start there with work items. A lot of times I don't use stickers on this side, but if I need one for something super important, I will use one, of course. So it looks like on Monday, I have nothing planned for work. On Tuesday, I have a draft due. So let me just see if I have like a bullet or something that would work. Or I could just use those circles and pull in some of that January colorway. I think I will do that. So let me get this out. This might be an older sheet because it has an S number instead of a V number at the top. So I apologize if I'm showing you these and this is an older sheet. A lot of times if you need something that's retired or not up on the website, you can email Kate and she can usually get that restocked for you for some of the items. So if you just love this and want it, you could always email her and check. Okay, so I need to write draft out on this one. And then I do have an 8:30 meeting. So this is more of like a to-do item. Since this one is timed, I'm just going to hand write that in, no bullet. And I just realized that these were on Tuesday because Monday I have nothing. So that's okay. I'm going to leave this here. If I get it out a day early, that's actually better. And then I'll write 8:30 in on Tuesday. And then we will just line through this one. I like that better than whiteout on this, so that works. Real life planning here, guys. Okay, let's move on to Wednesday. I do have a 10 o'clock meeting and then a parent meeting on Thursday. And then we have a couple of problem solving days. Now, one of those is rescheduled to Tuesday. As I am filming this, it is -30 degrees. So we are out of school for this Friday. And then we're supposed to get up to 12 inches of snow tomorrow. So I'm anticipating maybe another snow day on Monday. But we actually had a meeting on Friday that was canceled that we're moving to here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And it is like a larger meeting. We're reviewing all the district data, which, you know, it's like a full day event. So I want a sticker for that for sure. I'm going to pull these out. This is a V98. And since this is on a January date on the weekly, I'm going to use the January colors. So we'll get one ready for Tuesday and for Friday. Put that down towards the bottom of Tuesday and towards the bottom of Friday. And just to point this out, I could have used, and actually it might be a better match just to show you. So this is V98 and they're both Erin Condren colors. This is the bold, so the colors are just a little bit more bold on the page. And then this is the muted, and I think the muted matches these headers a little bit better. So I'm going to be extra and go ahead and change those out. Gosh, guys, you're seeing a lot of mistakes today, but it is what it is. Totally wasted 2 stickers in that process, but for the peace of mind, when I open my planner and I see it not matching, it's worth it. And I think that's it for work meetings. So now we can go into things that we have on our schedule here that are not related to work. First thing I'll do is check our game schedule. It looks like my son is working a game on Tuesday night, so we'll go ahead and write that in. And no sticker for that. Looks like I don't have any games. And then we'll move on to pickleball schedule. So my husband and I might actually play while he's there. So I'll just make a note above that, that we have that available. We also have an option on Monday, but my son would be able to go with us, obviously, for that. And then we have one available on Thursday as well. All right, no on-call for my husband, and I think I can do church items next. So we'll go ahead and write those in for Wednesday and Sunday. Before I move over to that other adjacent notes page, I did want to mention that I took the week at a glance from the new Colorway Collection here, and I planned out my ideal week for the month of February. And my plan was to, you know, obviously if I could pick and choose and it was an ideal week, what would that look like for our family and the things that I don't want to miss doing in a week. So I went ahead and made that little spread here. And then my plan was to reference this every time I sit down to do my weekly reset items or planning sessions. So I'm just going to look through here. My husband does the trash, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. I also have pickleball down already, and see, it's good that I'm referencing this. So my husband might be at bowling on Monday, and I need to take my retina medication. So we're going to put both of those down here. All right, let's see if I missed anything else. On Wednesday, I want to do a monthly cleaning check-in. And I don't know if I mentioned it, I did film this process, so if you're interested in seeing how I came about with the things that I did for this ideal week, that will be a video. I don't know about the timing, if it'll be up as this is, but it's coming if it's not up already. Those are done. And we'll probably do a Walmart order on Saturday and a pickup on Sunday. Okay, so that was good to reference that. Let's move over to this side. Again, I am going to use the notes companion page and set things up like I've been doing it pretty regularly in this planner. And I like to keep my sections in the same spot for automaticity, meaning when I open to my planner to this page, my brain is used to seeing things in a certain order. So we're going to start with social media, and I have 2 sections for that. We'll do the this week sticker up here. Do the social media and important with a set of checklists. Under that is a must-do section with, again, 2 sets of checklists, I think. And then I do a home and cleaning section down here. Oh, I think I did this the last week. This needs to be moved down. I'm gonna try to get those lined up straight. And then for this, I will have to probably trim the checklists off because they're too long for the spaces that I have left. Then I like to put my habits on this page as well, and that's going to go up here in this section. Now, I have been using like washi and habit trackers off of Functional Sheet G. I don't think I have. Maybe I do. Let's look and see if that Functional Sheet G was part of these brand new releases. Did have one. Yeah, see, I missed it. There it is. There it is, folks. Okay. So I could do the same sort of thing on this page. And then using this habit sticker. And then we'll get these habit trackers ready. And I have been centering these underneath the header versus like a left align or right align. And I like the way that that looks, so we'll stick with it for this week as well. And then I have been adding a Monday through Sunday strip back off of this Notes Companion page for meals. I'm going to align that with this checklist start, just so this spacing in between is the same. And then you have just this, or I have this little space left, and I've been using a full box sticker just for decoration, or some of the journaling kit sheets. Well, I don't have that available in this monthly colorway, so I'm going to probably just put a quote down there. These are older stickers, so I don't know that these are still available, but I do want to use them up, so I'm going to here. We'll do this kindness changes everything sticker. And I guess I could see if any of my February kits have a clip art sheet, because February, you know, usually some red and pink in there, and we could probably find something that matches, but that's okay. I like that too. I like this. Okay. Now I need to check my current weekly and transfer these items over to here. Now, I'm not going to do that because I still have several days before the week happens, and I might be checking some of these items off, and I don't want to write them on this week when they're already done. So we do have placeholders for everything. Oh, guys. I usually do a social media Monday through Sunday here. Let's fix that first real quick. That's an easy fix. Instead of a checklist, it's Monday through Sunday a list. And I guess I can write this weekly plan with me in. It will be my Sunday video, which would be week 5. Fairly certain that it's week 5. Yep, week 5. And the other thing that I can definitely put in is this weekly reset cleaning item. Those will be the same. I try to do them every week, so I'll mark them off on the current week, and then obviously when I get them done for this week. Okay, so those are the things that I can kind of have ready on the page. And I also think that's going to wrap up this plan with me. I like the mix of the January and the February. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that, but I like it. Really like these headers over here for sure. That's a great option. And I just think the new collection, like this print, is so pretty. So really it was like a win-win situation. I knew it wasn't going to be ugly by any means because it's PLANNERKATE. So I like this. For the next week, I might also use more of the new Colorway collection. And then for the daily pages, instead of using like the kits like this, where I would normally have a daily duo kit, just know, and maybe that'll be like a separate video when I sit down to do daily planning, I am going to use more of these colorway stickers on the daily pages as well. So I probably won't have a washi header for each of these days. It's going to be more of a minimal look, so that'll be fun to try out as well. So you'll have to let me know, what do you think of the new prints, and do you like mixing and matching when you have a week that has both months in it? Curious to hear what you think. All right, guys, thanks for being here and hanging out. I'll see you back next time.